today we're going to be talking about one way to jumpstart your budget. Hi, I'm Monica, for those of you that haven't tuned in to me before. And what I like to do is take very small concepts and make them life-changing for your life. So we're going to just jump right in. One way to jumpstart a budget. So you don't even have to have a budget. It's not complicated. You don't have to have 12 steps and you're getting overwhelmed so you don't start anything. You don't have to have 20 envelopes that you're paying stuff out of. You're just going to jumpstart a budget by doing this very thing that we're going to list. First of all, you are going to list your debts. And I want you to list them all, but only the non-recurring debts, not like electric, something like that. But I realize car payments are, but these are the debts, like I owe $10,000 on this Volkswagen. I owe so much on a Macy's card. I owe so much to Amazon card. Things like that, those debts that you can wipe out. Those I want listed from smallest to largest on just take a sheet of paper and do it. You'll be surprised when you list them. And if you don't know all your debts, then maybe you need to check in with the free annualcreditreport.com and make sure that you have all those debts that are just sitting there that want a payment every month, and list them so you know how much you owe. Second, we're not going to talk about the huge budget or making a budget, but this will jumpstart you to paying off debts. And that's what we want to do, because that will let the invisible noose off your neck and free money up to really pay off debts so you can jump even further into changing your family tree. Two things I want you to put in envelopes, because these are two things that you can significantly decrease the cost of, at least for a while. One, eating out. I want it on an envelope. And two, buying food at the grocery store. So I want two envelopes for that. If you get paid every 2 weeks, you decide. Say maybe I spend $300 every 2 weeks eating out. Maybe I spend $100, but you're going to put that money in on your payday, the cash, and you're going to try to make it last until the next payday, if not do better and have some money left over. So those are two very expendable things, and we're going to talk about those because they can vary from $100 to $900 in your account. I've known many people who are spending a ton of money eating out every month, which is great. I like to eat out too, but they're not putting anything into retirement, and they have a debt that's causing them to choke, and they're barely making it paycheck to paycheck. This is what we want to stop so that you can free up your life and live a better life. So what I want you to do is to decide on what the money is and see if it'll last you. Many times we think, I'm only spending $200 every couple of weeks to eat out. So that's what I'm putting in there, and you find out, $200 didn't get me through 1 week. Then you're going to know. Eating out, you can do I'm not going to tell you not to eat out, but what you can do are eat out with coupons that you might receive in the mail from flyers, or your taco place has Taco Monday, dollar tacos on Monday. You can do things to significantly decrease your eating out money. So you might know, and we did this when we really buckled down as a family, that going to this restaurant costs $100, but going here is $25 with a tip. If we carry out, maybe we'll carry out the pizza. When we would go to a nicer restaurant when my kids were little, I would say no soda. So that would save like $3 a person, plus the tip on that. We had a soda refrigerator at home, so nobody was suffering. It wasn't like they were not going to get their favorite soda when we got home, but we just didn't choose to spend an extra $30 to $40, depending on if they had friends with us, to pay for that soda. So there's ways to eat out, maybe not as much, but eat out on a budget. And then let's go to grocery store. Every snack, I know sometimes when you get paid, you're like Pop-Tarts, Doritos, every type, 2 bags of chips, get the dip to go with it, and go on and on. And what you can do at grocery stores, which I realize it's getting harder and harder, but you can shop the sale ad. And if burger's on sale this week, know that I'm probably going to have chili and spaghetti that week. Those are meals that you can feed a bunch with at relatively lower price. So shop the sale ads, take a look at them and see if there's something that you can make off the sale ad. Secondly, look through your pantry and your refrigerator and your freezer to see if there's not something that you can use in there to make part of the meal. Many times we go out and we buy groceries every week and get more eggs when we've got 2 dozen eggs in the refrigerator. So really look through before you go to the grocery store. What do I need? And can I make some cheaper meals? So you guys might be used to having steaks once a week or steaks every other week. Can you instead have a pork chop or a pork steak? Can you do some ways to really significantly cut this down? When you cut these two expendable and much varied expenses down, you're going to free up money to start your debt locomotive, to start paying off debt, smallest first, so you see some momentum and you get really going, and we're going to free up your life. Let me help you. And if you want more information, click subscribe. Send this to somebody that you think might benefit from it. Tune in to Alan Money Talks on YouTube. And also look for my book, Girls Just Want to Have Funds, 4 Easy Steps to Financial Freedom, on Amazon. Until next time, kickstart your budget. Kickstart paying off debt. Have a great day.